Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Jonathan Marcus, and we're going to begin with a live look over at Doak Campbell Stadium, where we have a beautiful sunset ongoing at the moment, and that's a result of these clouds that we have in the area that are lingering over from this cold front system that we had moved through last evening. As you can see on satellite and radar, we have these clouds and thunderstorms that have pushed out to our east, but we have some lingering clouds left behind with that cold front to our west, and that is what is causing that beautiful sunset outside. Moving out to the big picture, there really isn't that much going on right now nationwide, aside from this cold front that has pushed through the area. And that means, because of that cold front, we're going to drop down into the 50s tonight, which is huge considering how warm it's been as of late. Conditions are going to be partly cloudy. It's going to feel great outside tonight. That's something we haven't seen in a long time. Coming up later on in the show, warmer temps, Syracuse football forecast, it's homecoming weekend, and a look at your lifestyle forecast. I'm going to go ahead and send it on to Jesse and Ariana on the desk right now.
Good evening and welcome to FSU Weather. I'm student meteorologist Jessica Kirk.
Hi, and I'm student meteorologist Ariana Goldstein here with your FSU Weather Tuesday show. I don't know about you, but yesterday it was pretty cloudy outside and sort of gross till the end of the day, but when I was walking here today, man, it's beautiful outside. It is finally starting to feel like fall.
Yes, I know that I felt the same way walking to the library and walking to class, especially this morning. We even had a light breeze throughout a lot of the day, and that cloud cover really kept that sun away for us at FSU, so that made it an absolutely gorgeous day.
Yeah, and then towards the end of the day, those clouds sort of like cleared out a little bit, and it was just beautiful outside. I was sitting out on my deck before this. I don't have a desk on my deck, but I was
Maybe you
sitting out
should.
there reading.
Maybe you should.
I should, honestly. I was just sitting on my chair reading my textbook, but it was so beautiful outside. Like, it just made my mood so much brighter, and my hair so much more straight from those low dew points, and that it's not humid at all. It's just like, it was a beautiful night. It's a beautiful night. You'll see it in the rest of the show, but I recommend we should go out and enjoy it. Like,
absolutely.
Take your dog on a walk,
and it was a great change from all the rain we had this past weekend from Nestor. So we had that kind of gross Friday into Saturday. Maybe not the best weekend, but it got made up for today and yesterday. And it was just an absolutely gorgeous day and made up for that rain that we saw.
Yes, the grass was always greener on the other side. It's a good saying for that. But for right now, we're actually going to take it back out to the wall with Hayden.
Good evening, Tallahassee. It was a nice one out there today, but let's focus in on our southeast region. Over here, you can see Tallahassee at a pleasant 77 with that cold front passage, just starting to bring that cooler air down. Little Rock is 67, really signifying that cold front starting to dip down to our region. And then you can see it also a little bit warmer down in the Florida area. As you can see, Jacksonville is 78, Tampa 85, and so we're experiencing extremely warm temperatures where the cold front has not passed yet. And so that's going to continue the theme to see it through the week. And we can really see our cold front on the dew points. Tallahassee has a dew point of 50, where if you go down to Jacksonville, it is 72. And so we have a very high dew point for our region. Looking down, New Orleans, you can see 40, and then down across Tampa, we have a dew point of 75. And so it is a very stark contrast where that cold front is in our region. And then this is also seen in our winds. You can see those northerly winds around New Orleans and Shreveport really drying in that cold, cooler air. And then also in our Florida region, you can kind of see those south winds bringing that humidity and moisture. And so this will continue to be the theme as that cold front drags in some of that dry air and cooler air down to us. And so looking out, we can really see that high pressure settling in this area, and then you can see that cold front being dragged down behind that high pressure system. So looking out to our next 48 hours, you're going to see the colder air drag down, and we're going to see a high pressure area settle into this region. And at the end of the graphic, you'll see our next cold front coming, and that'll be our chances for rain upcoming the next week. So for tonight's forecast, it's going to be 52 in Tallahassee, 45 in Montgomery, as our cold air once again starts to creep in and it'll be a little bit warmer down to Tampa at 67 and Miami at 80. So just keep in mind, going down the Florida Peninsula, it will be significantly warmer. In the southeast, it is generally be cool in the upper 40s. And so tomorrow's forecast, it is looking beautiful. 74, sunny, clear skies, a beautiful autumn day. Same thing throughout most of the southeast region, with once again the exception being Tampa and Miami with 80s. So for our game day forecast, kind of expect 78 in similar conditions, a beautiful day for football. And then that'll be our forecast. All right, so let's bring it out to the desk. Oh, I was sorry, I'm going to bring out to Jesse.
Thank you so much, Hayden. Yeah, just like he was saying, it was a beautiful day here in Tallahassee and really all over the southeast. And I have to say that this is probably the most gorgeous shot I've seen over Doak Campbell Stadium since I've been here. That sun is just peeking out behind the clouds, that beautiful sunset that's going to be happening tonight a little after 7. Just as Hayden was also talking about, here's that high pressure system, these high pressure sitting right over the west, and then on our side of the United States, we have this cold front that has swept through the nation and is finally reaching Tallahassee with some cooler temperatures and bringing some of that drier air. Currently, we have some of that scattered clouds coming over our region, but really we're not seeing much rain. Off to our east, we do have those showers that passed through us last night and even earlier today with a little bit of showers, but it was mostly dry here at FSU. Current temperatures are at 77 in Tallahassee. Southern Georgia is also seeing temperatures in the low 70s. And down by the coast, they're feeling just a little bit warmer at 78 in Apalachicola, a little bit warmer down by the water. But overall, it was a beautiful fall day here in the Panhandle. Our dew points are at 50 in Tallahassee. Coming behind those is that dry air from that cold front that we have been talking about tonight. And then behind that before that cold front, we have those higher dew temperatures with a 69 in Perry, 60 in Valdosta. And as that cold front continues to move through our region, we'll see those dew points fall as well. Over the next 24 hours, we're looking at a clear night and a clear day tomorrow with minimal cloud cover, but we're going to have a great night. 52 tonight. Once again, temperatures are finally cooling off. It is finally getting to fall here at Florida State. Sunset is supposed to be at 7:06 p.m. Even though there might be some of those clouds, it could be a beautiful night for going outside, potentially stargazing, depending on the cloud cover, and really just spending time outside tonight. It's going to be beautiful. Tomorrow, the high is going to be about 74, which is once again just the perfect fall day. If you're getting up early, you got that 8 a.m., you're going to the library to study, you might want to bring a jacket with you or even just wear long sleeves tomorrow. 74 is a lot lower than temperatures that we've been feeling all summer here in Florida. Our 7-day forecast is looking to stay cool for Wednesday and Thursday in the 70s. Friday, we have that chance of rain, and it's going to warm up a little bit to 80 degrees, and even our lows are increasing to the low 60s instead of the 50s is what we're going to feel tonight. This weekend, hopefully that rain will stay away. For the game, we got that 30% chance on Saturday, 20% chance on Sunday, and then looking into the beginning of next week, we're going to see temperatures and at about 80 on Monday, and then those are going to drop again as we're heading into Tuesday and the rest of the week. I'm going to go ahead and pass things off to Jonathan and Ariana at the desk.
Thanks, Jesse. So last night, with this cold front system that moved in, we actually had a threat of severe weather. So we're going to go ahead and take a moment to talk about severe weather preparedness and what has happened.
Yes.
So last night, our severe weather threat in Tallahassee didn't necessarily materialize to be as bad as we thought it was going to be, but there was a tornado warning overnight in Lake City, I believe, and isn't there a tornado warning live right now?
Yes, so breaking update, south of Raleigh, North Carolina, there is a tornado warning currently. We were looking at it on the radar just before this. We think hopefully it'll be broken down soon. It's not really circulating much more, but basically it's just good to always be weather aware though, because you never know when these pop-up thunderstorms are gonna pop up, especially with these very strong cold fronts, because this thing has traveled. This cold front caused the tornadoes in Dallas
and Arkansas, and moved through here last night.
Yes,
Lake
this
City.
thing is just moving across the country, so just in general, it's good to be weather aware. And this tornado warning, there's also tornado warning, but it's also bringing lots of rain to the area too.
Yes, and we do need that rain because the entire southeastern United States is pretty much in a drought. But another thing that can help alleviate those drought conditions is tropical cyclones. We are still in hurricane season, but as of right now, the tropics look dry. But we definitely want to make sure that our viewers are still prepared in case there is a tornado, in case there is a hurricane.
Yes, very important. So if you want to be prepared for hurricanes, it's good to stock up on non-perishable food items, water bottles, batteries, and just, like I said, be weather aware. The tropics are clear right now, like Jonathan said, which is great. It is coming towards the end of hurricane season soon. We are much more than 50% of the way done, but it's just good to know what's happening in your area and in the tropics, especially being in Florida.
Yeah, and so to go ahead and look at this quiet activity that we have going on nationally, I'm going to go ahead and pass things off to Jesse on the wall with a look at your national.
Thank you guys so much. We have a wide range of temperatures all over the United States today. Out west, we have a little bit cooler temperatures, 54 in Seattle, and even this cold area right here in Denver, Salt Lake City, and Billings. They're seeing temperatures a lot cooler than we are seeing down in Florida, and even areas like Texas, where they've got a 72 in Dallas, 81 in San Antonio. And then as you're pushing into the east, here is that defined line where that cold front is currently. So in Memphis, they're seeing temperatures at 64, and down south in Florida, where that cold front hasn't hit us, we're seeing temperatures in the high 70s and even the 80s in South Florida. Now here are those extremely dry dew points in the Midwest and the West that are just sitting there after that cold front has come through. They're experiencing a 26 in Dallas and Fort Worth area, and as 32 in Kansas City, 32 in Memphis. So just extremely low dew points that are keeping those areas fairly comfortable to be in. On the coast, once again, you can see where that cold front is sitting with those higher dew points, a 50 in Tallahassee, a 73 down in Miami, and once again, that dew point in Tallahassee and along the east coast, they're going to go down as that cold front continues. Now, we do have a little bit of a storm risk in the north in states like Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota, but this is just thunderstorms and a slight marginal risk, so they're not expecting to see anything like the weather we saw this weekend. Now, those storms are going to progress into the Midwest, and we're going to have a little bit of a risk for thunderstorms tomorrow in Oklahoma, Arkansas, and parts of northern Texas. Now, the good news is these are just going to be normal thunderstorms. We're not looking for anything that we saw this weekend with those tornadoes that struck the area. It's going to be a very slight risk. Now, looking at the satellite, we can see this storm system up just north of Billings, and this high pressure that is sitting over much of the west and the Midwest that is keeping that area dry and calm, and clear skies are hanging out over there. Once again, here is this cold front that's hanging out right over the east coast, and we're going to see the effects of that moving into tomorrow. Here's those storms that are sitting right over Montana. They're actually going to potentially get some snow later on tonight and tomorrow. These storms are associated with that cold front that we keep alluding to throughout the show. And even right here, you can see that low pressure from the counterclockwise motion that's spinning right here. And that is where that low pressure is situated. And now down in the southeast, it's fairly dry behind the cold front. And even all the way on the very east coast, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and off the coast of Florida, there are those storms that are broken up that we saw, that the Midwest saw throughout this weekend. Over the next 24 hours, Billings is going to see that snow, and it's going to sweep down into the South Dakota region and even across Iowa and Michigan. And then down in the Midwest, they're going to stay fairly dry as that rain is moving out of their region. Tonight, it's going to be pretty cool all over the United States, with Miami really being the hot spot, and then in the Midwest and the North, they're going to feel fairly cool temperatures in the 30s. Tomorrow is going to be an absolutely beautiful fall day all across the United States, with Miami actually being the hot spot at 89. I'm going to go ahead and pass things off to Hayden for our second local look of the night.
Yes, it's going to be a very pleasant evening out in Tallahassee. So today we observed 0.3 inches, so we did have a little bit of precipitation with that front that came through. We are above normal for precipitation on the month, which is a very good thing, but we are still in a deficit, so that's kind of some of our main points to make for today's forecast. And so looking out to our satellite and radar, you can kind of see that cold front down in Tallahassee, ushering that cooler air, and you can kind of see that attached to this larger area of low pressure that is bringing in the cold front into our area. And so let's zoom into our region here. So Tallahassee, you kind of see this precipitation. That is not precipitation, that is just ground clutter, so don't worry about that. We have beautiful skies out there. We really have some dry air funneling down into the area. The only region we did have some precipitation was around the Lake City area, and this will continue to dry out as the front kind of sags through. So overall, expect beautiful conditions as we sink into the upper 50s as evening progresses with that cold front coming in. So positive sides there. So this is kind of that general theme I've been talking about. Tallahassee 77. That is beautiful out there. Bainbridge even better, 76. Quincy 75. And so we really start to feel that fall air that we've been craving here in Tallahassee. We don't have any of those more mid-90s, and I'm glad for it. And so this dew point kind of reflects that cold front that came through. Tallahassee 50, Bainbridge 40, Quincy 48. And so you can really see that dry air, opposed to the 69 to Perry, and then heading down to the upper 70s to the southeast. And so there's a big cold front that came through, and Tallahassee is feeling great. It is a good night to go out there, get your walks in. Study shows your walk out, you're going to be feeling very comfortable. And so you can see our heat index matches our same temperature. That is because there's no humidity in the area. So this is a very positive sign. It is going to feel excellent. I cannot reiterate that enough. So tonight's forecast, Tallahassee 52, Bainbridge is going to be 49. And so you head up into Georgia, it is really going to get cooler. And then down the southeast, it will be a little bit warmer. Down at Perry at 53 and closer to the Gulf influence. So for tomorrow's forecast, expect a little bit cooler air as it settles down. Tallahassee 74, pitch perfect. Thomasville 72, Bainbridge 73. We're looking great. So looking to our 7-day forecast, expect these pleasant conditions to continue. We will head out to the lower 80s as we bring in some rain chances to our next system. Now let's bring it off to the desk. Oh, let's bring it off to Ariana.
Actually, I'm about to tell you about your lifestyle forecast for today, and we're taking a look at that 7-day. Like Hayden said, it's going to be very pleasant, those temperatures, but if you want to take a look at your lifestyle forecast, this is the Tuesday edition of the lifestyle forecast. A little change up here in the studio. We're going to start off with that satellite and radar, though. You can really see those clouds were moving into our area and moving out of our area. Those clouds started off there in the morning, and then as the day went on to right now, the sun is peeking out a little more, and you may be able to see that beautiful sunset if you go out there right now. You can really see, though, off to the east, those clouds moving out. That was that cold front that came through last night, and it is out of our area, bringing those pleasant temperatures and pleasant skies to us on to the next 24 hours and going. You can see nothing above us. That sun is going to be beaten down on us tomorrow, but it's not going to be feeling too hot like we are used to in those hot summer days. But if you want to take a look at that Strozer and Dirac studying forecast tonight, if you study outside, it's going to be feeling great. 65 degrees. That is so nice. Oh my gosh. Like, it is feeling like fall. Pull out your sweater or your thick sweatshirt. It's going to feel great. But if you take a look at that thermostat inside, it's feeling like 75. So if you're not a fan of those temperatures under 70 degrees, I suggest staying inside. And that cloud cover is going to be mostly clear. There may be a little bit, like Jesse said earlier. And if you're studying in the Love Lounge tonight for your synoptic test tomorrow, which I will be doing, you're going to be expecting it to be a nice crisp 71 degrees. So bring your sweatshirt. I am always freezing in there, so I highly recommend bringing a nice sweater in there. It will be nice and well lit with those LED lights, so it's a great place to study. But if you plan on going out tonight, 52 you can expect, so you're not going to be sweating when you're out. So it is a Tuesday. I highly recommend studying, and it's going to be mostly clear. But if you want to go to the gym tomorrow, if you get up early and go to the gym, tomorrow is layers, layers, layers. It's going to be feeling like 53. That is something we have not seen here really in Tallahassee for a long time. And by 12, it's going to be feeling 66, and for only 73. It is going to be a beautiful fall day tomorrow. So if you're planning on going to the Leach and Gore on the treadmill, maybe try taking it outside to the pavement, outside run. Maybe I'll try that too. If you want to take a run tomorrow, let me know. I will go with you. But for that 3-day forecast, it's going to be beautiful. 74 tomorrow, 78. We're reaching back up to 80 by Friday. We have a 50% chance of rain, but it's still going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. And if you take a look here, you can really see that it's a slight chance of rain for Friday, but right now we're going to take it around Florida with Jonathan.
Thanks, Ariana. So we're going to start out with a live look over Panama City, and much like what we had over Tallahassee, it is a beautiful sunset we're going down. Panama City is further west of Tallahassee, so they're already enjoying and basking in these dry air conditions. The clouds are there, but they are upper level clouds, so it's not that humid outside. And that is a result of this cold front that we had moved through last night. It's going to push further into Florida as the week progresses. And behind it, notice we have these high pressure systems. And what these are going to do is they're going to create these cooler, dry fall conditions that we have come to love over the years. These are the times that you can go out and have fun with friends and not worry about the heat. So looking at satellite and radar, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, there were some thunderstorms in between Lake City and Jacksonville today. Some of those storms were actually warned severe. Those storms have now pushed off the coast. There is a little bit of shower activity left around Tampa and just to the south of Orlando, but that's a result of this cold front that we have pushing through the area. Other than that, not much going on. And on the temperature map, you can see where the cold front is, but really on the dew point temperature map, you can really see where that cold front is. Notice the further south you go in Florida, the deeper green colors you have, especially in Tampa where it's 75, whereas in Pensacola, you only have it at 48 right now. Tallahassee's in 50. You can see this gradient of colors right here where it goes from yellow to bright green to dark green, and that's where that cold front currently is. So if you were to the west in the dry air, which is indicated by the brown and the yellows, that's going to be your more cool feeling conditions. Next 24 hours, we have this cold front pushing through the area, and it's going to create some shower activity depending on where you are. Notice around Miami, the cold front kind of stalls, and then we have some more aggressive thunderstorm activity, I would say. But tonight's forecast, it's going to be dry pretty much across the entire state with the exception of West Palm, which could be a result of the humid conditions they are still undergoing. Tomorrow's forecast for Tampa and West Florida, it's going to be clear and dry in most places as the cold front moves slowly and slowly further south. In the South Florida, you are still in those hot summertime conditions because your cold front has not reached you yet. Notice there are thunderstorm conditions in Naples and West Palm. Moving up into the Orlando and Daytona area, that is really the area where the cold front is going to start moving tomorrow. But the cold front is weakening, and it's not going to create the thunderstorm activity that we have had characterized. Jacksonville area, the cold front will push through tomorrow. It is currently sitting over you, and that's going to create drier, cooler conditions. It's going to be very comfortable, and that also is going to continue up into our current area, where it's going to feel wonderful tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and pass things off to Ariana, who's going to take a look at our local.
Yes, thank you so much, Jonathan. That was a great look around Florida, but we're going to wrap the show up and bring it back locally. Currently in Tallahassee, it's feeling like 77, mostly cloudy. You can see those clouds behind this graphic. If this graphic was moved just a little bit this way, you could see that beautiful sunset. I am a big sunset girl. If you are watching this after the show's done, go out, take a picture, and send it to us at our Instagram. I would love to see that, and so would everyone else. But looking at the satellite and radar, how this is affecting us, you can see these high pressure systems behind this cold front that just moved through our area last night. That is going to be bringing clear and cloudless skies and great temperatures to us on to the next few days. It's going to be feeling like fall in Tallahassee finally. I can't stress that enough. And that satellite and radar shows those clouds moving out of our area. You can see that green off over here. That was that cold front we have been talking about this whole show. That has moved out of our area, bringing that high pressure system into our area, making those temperatures beautiful. You can see on the temperature map exactly what I'm talking about. 77 in Tallahassee, under 80. That is awesome. It is feeling like fall. Apalachicola, you're even sitting at a similar temperature to us, which is very crazy also. And Perry, you're at 80. Quincy, you're at 75. It is just feeling like a very nice night outside. And like we've been talking about with those dew points too, you can really see this dark green here. This is that very moist air. And then as you travel along west, it is 50 for that dew point here in Tallahassee, and that green is much lighter, and you can see it gets lighter and lighter as you moved more west, meaning that air is just very dry. You're not really feeling like you're in a pool when you walk outside. Your hair is slick and shiny, no humidity at all. You're having a great hair day tomorrow. I'm predicting that for you. And that wind speed is out of the northwest. It is about 10 miles per hour here in Tallahassee. You're getting a nice breeze tonight too. It's just a dreamy night here in Tallahassee. I recommend going out on a walk with your dog, a run, eating dinner outside, doing something outside. And that next 24 hours is going to be pretty consistent too. It's just going to be beautiful tomorrow. It's going to start off a little colder in the morning, like tonight. It's going to be in the 50s tomorrow morning, but tonight 52, partly cloudy. Like I said, go out and enjoy it. But for tomorrow, it's going to be low 50s too if you want to plan out your day. In the morning, 53. Noon, it's going to be 66. 4 o'clock, 73. So layers if you get cold. If you're from South Florida, this is a bit chilly for you. So bring a sweater to class if you have that 8 a.m. because it's going to be feeling good in the afternoon eventually, but it may be a little crisp outside, something we haven't really felt here in a while in Tallahassee. But like I said, tomorrow, 74. It's going to be sunny, beautiful. Those clouds will come back throughout the week into the weekend. 80 on Friday. For your game day, you're going to be feeling 78. There's a slight chance of rain going on into the later part of the week, but hopefully that sun will stick around for that game day for the homecoming game on Saturday. We're going to close it out with the desk with Hayden and Jesse.
Thank you so much, Ariana. Yeah, it was a great day. Fall temperatures are right around the corner. Tomorrow it's going to be a beautiful 73 degrees. I am so excited for this fall weather. What about you?
Oh, I cannot wait. I love the fall season, and I cannot wait to get out my sweatshirt. Actually, wore it today.
Yes.
A little premature, but I cannot wait for that cool air to hit my face.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And then the earlier you are willing to wake up, the cooler those temperatures are going to be. So if you don't like those cooler temperatures, just wait until later in the day. Just like we said, tomorrow it's going to be about 73, 74 degrees, the perfect fall day, sunny. And then on Thursday and Friday, we've got that rain chance.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we have another system coming in. We're starting to get these extratropical systems to really move in and bring some rain for us. But the forecast is kind of iffy, so right now we can just expect like cloudy conditions, and overall we're not like 90, we're still below 80.
Exactly. So there's really nothing that we can complain about. And just like we always say, our area desperately needs this rain as we have been in that drought. But I can say that I hope that that rain chance on Saturday stays low for that homecoming game.
Yeah, no one gets stuck in the game. I know my parents are coming out, so I hope it's a good blast. And then also worried about Friday. I know we have the parade, and so I hope homecoming festivities are not affected by the weather. We deserve some good weather.
Yeah, we'll definitely continue to keep you guys updated throughout the week, but for now, just plan to have that rain jacket handy just in case those rain chances increase if they don't go away. So just really hope for clear skies this weekend as we're looking at those homecoming festivities, just like you said.
Yeah, just bring an umbrella on you because it could really rain at any point, especially knowing Florida. But overall,
Yes.
I really think we're in for some great weather and a great homecoming weekend here at Florida State.
Yes, it's finally fall, finally those temperatures getting lower, and that rain is going to stick around. But guys, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU weather.
And like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU weather.
And hopefully you are live streaming us on YouTube right now, youtube.com/FSU weather. Go watch our show.
And then make sure to follow us on Instagram finally at FSU weather.
Yep, and don't forget to send us those weather pictures, especially if you're up in the north and you've got that snow coming your way. I know I would love to see a snow picture. But I'm student meteorologist Jessica Kirk.
And I'm student meteorologist Hayden Wilder.
Have a great night, FSU.